Hey, Justin. Nice job here on your objects. They really look good, and I think you have just the right amount of detail. The only thing that I think would really help is if you figure out some way to unify these. So what I mean is that as they are now, they do look like they're a bit floating. You've got some reference to a background, but then you've got the bridge up here. I'm not sure what these are, and then the building and the palm. So I even like the size of them, but I just think something to unify them. So maybe just a second. Maybe you could look at some of these that were posted in the examples, and if you kind of look at them, you can see kind of how they dealt with unifying them, and they did a lot with color. There's not a lot of color, but this orange repeats up here, and they're also using scale to create depth. So you might want to think of, you could try some scale, but the first thing you have to figure out is if you're going to, go for something that has, a figure ground, which means you're in relation to a ground plane. Or if you do want to make them float around, that's fine too. But I think some adjustments need to be made to the scale and the placement, and also the background. And if I'm not sure if these are clouds, but you might want to put the bridge in the background, and kind of go for a foreground, middle ground, and background. I think that it might just be a little bit clearer. And then again, you could use some repetition to create unity, and also some scale. So if you want the building to really stand out, you can make the building kind of big. You can, make this a little bit smaller coming out here. And then again, you could repeat the palm trees. I posted some pretty good tutorials about clouds. This was a long time ago, but you probably missed them, or may have missed them. But again, these are some tutorials about how to create clouds. There's another simple kind of one. Let's see here. Again, and this is just kind of how to create this kind of Twitter clouds, and there's some other info in this tutorial as well. But there's tons of info. So if you just even put something in there, how to create a sunset. So if you're looking for a sunset, there's actually a lot of really good tutorials for that as well. Here's this one tutorial. I lost it. On how to create a sunset in Illustrator, and some things like this too can really work. You just the best thing to do is just really think of what you want to do, and think of placement, and think of scale. And again, I try to post a lot of examples, just for ideas and so on, not necessarily for you to use all of them, but sometimes it just really helps just to look at different different designs, and really look at what unifies this. And this is very simple color, some minimal use of gradients, definitely a use of scale, in proportion, which we talked about. And again, the sky too, as well, with the gradient at the bottom going up. So again, it's up to you, but I think you've really got some great objects. Just need to really think of how you want to unify these. You definitely probably don't want to go with a simple radial gradient, just because it's not as the high level of the rest of your objects. So you just might want to just think a little bit more into it. Maybe you want to do the ground plane and the middle plane, and do some clouds. But overall, I think it looks really cool. This building came out really great. Actually, everything. I know you need a little bit more work on this stuff, but everything else looks really great. And I know you probably didn't have all that much time, but okay. So yeah, let me know if you want to do a WebEx, or meet on Google Hangouts for feedback or whatever. I'm totally open to that, and just contact me. Okay.